I just want to let y'all know that Reverse Flash is the greatest villain of all time, no cap. Why? Because he just is. He just is. No questions asked. He's better than Thanos, better than Darth Vader, better than the Joker, better than Lex Luthor, better than Darkseid, better than your ex, better than anyone that you can think of that you hate. He's so compelling, he's so complex and so intriguing, and why I love his character so much. But before we get into that, I'd like to let y'all know that I'm thankful for the subscribers, for the likes, and for the comments, and for the views of these videos that I've been publishing. Thank you so much. I hope that you can join me for a long time trying to build this channel, trying to grow, trying to learn, just as you gonna learn today. So let's get into this video. Let's do it. Now, Reverse Flash first appeared in The Flash 169 in 1963, and it was created by John Broome and Carmine Infantino. Now, with this Silver Age origin of Reverse Flash, it was pretty much the type of origin where he's that classic cliche villain that you would refer to, you know, like opposite of the Flash, you know, opposite colors, opposite personality, characterization, traits, physical qualities, everything. So no, that's not the case. Reverse Flash is not a skinny looking brown headed figure who does bad stuff all the time, has no girlfriends, is not smart, and all that stuff, etc. No, he's actually Reverse in the vein that, to be honest, when you think about his name, DC has not clarified why he's really called Reverse Flash, but it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious. Not sure whether Eobard actually named himself the Reverse Flash considering his origin, but it's pretty obvious that he's called Reverse Flash because he just isn't the Flash. Simple. Okay, he's Flash's arch nemesis, arch enemy. But just like in the TV show, when you have Reverse Flash, aka Eobard Thawne, really going back to back and trying to torment the Reverse Flash and Barry, trying to get at Barry all the time. That's the same thing we have here, but it started with Reverse Flash in the future. So Eobard Thawne, he was pretty much a smart kid. He was genetically modified as a child to be the smartest, greatest kid you could ever have, right? And he was a fan of the Flash, just like Wally West, okay? And he studied at the Flash Museum, became a curator, became a professor, Professor Zoom. That's how he got his name. The reason he got his name Professor Zoom was because he was so fast at answering questions about the Flash. He knew everything. He studied the Flash from top to bottom, knew the whole history, knew all of it. So with that being in mind, you have Reverse Flash come upon a time capsule one day that was buried for years, centuries, and it had the Flash's belongings in it. So that's when Reverse Flash found out that the Flash was actually a real thing, and that he could now meet the Flash because apparently the Speed Force residue was on the Flash's suit in this capsule. So he reverse engineered the accident that created the Flash and became the Flash himself. Now, he did become a hero for a while in the 25th century, but eventually his greediness, Reverse Flash's character, just development as a hero did not go well because he was pretty much, gunning for appreciation, he was an attention seeker. He was creating scenarios in order to make it look like he was the hero. In the future, you get caught lacking, son. He got caught lacking. He became a villain. Not in a villain in the sense that he decided to become a villain, but in a way that he wanted to try to escape the 25th century because the cops were out for him. Now, in the Silver Age, his origin was a tad bit just concise, and when I say that, I mean like it wasn't fleshed out that much. What I just told you was much later in his in Reverse Flash's career, much later in other stories, like recent stories. But this Silver Age origin mostly covers how he just met the Flash. So some time skips, he comes up with the Reverse Flash costume and he starts stealing some stuff, and what do you know, the Flash ends up in the future, meets him, and then they fight. Arch nemesis rivalry is born. From that point on, you have Reverse Flash coming up here and there, trying to torment the Flash in various different ways, including his wife Iris. Iris was someone that Reverse Flash eventually gained feelings for, just because Reverse Flash was very much jealous of Barry. Now this would lead to Reverse Flash trying to steal and kidnap Iris all the time just to get at Barry, and so that he can have what Barry wants, because he's still that, you know, little fanboy who doesn't like it when, you know, he doesn't have what he wants. Going into the Bronze Age, the 70s, this is when you have the darker version of Reverse Flash trying to come in. This is when you even actually kill Iris. This is the last time in this story where Iris dies. He begs Iris to be with him, you know, begs Iris to stay with him. Such an incel. But Iris is like, nope, no can do. I'm with Barry. They buried my husband. Reverse Flash like, fine, you gonna die. So, interestingly, Iris dies in a Batgirl costume because they were at some party, right? And Barry finds out and he's heartbroken. Barry actually gets a new wife called Fiona Webb. And with that, Reverse Flash comes for her again at their wedding. Barry's like, nope, I had enough of this guy. I'ma snap his neck. So what does he do? He snaps his neck. Reverse Flash neck got snapped. Therefore, the Flash got put in jail because they were witnesses of that tragedy. Tragedy of the Reverse Flash. Have we gone to the best part yet? No, because it's the Silver Age. But this is laying the groundwork. This is definitely laying the groundwork for why Reverse Flash is the best. Now, post-crisis. Y'all ready for this? Post-crisis. We get the return of Barry Allen. This is his official first big origin story that really fleshed out his characterization. You have Eobard Thawne trying to travel to the past as a youngster, as when he was a good person at first, but still a little bit greedy, still a little bit of attention seeker, coming into the past trying to meet Barry. Although he mistakes his trip and ends up in the era of Wally West Flash. Now, with this being said, one thing we have to understand here is that, as you can see, the return of Barry Allen was supposed to be an actual what-if return of Barry Allen return to comic books. Now, very soon we found out that no, this was fake. This was Reverse Flash in disguise. And what has happened is Reverse Flash, Eobard Thawne, has actually done up surgery, okay? This guy went plastic just to look like Barry Allen, and you can just look at that face. Just look at that face. Like, you can see how fake that is. I don't know how Wally didn't recognize that from the start, but eventually, as the two got closer and as the two started racing around Central City, acting like everything's cool, everything's back, Wally started to sense that something was wrong with Barry. He was a little bit more vicious, more violent, more acting like a reverse version of himself. We found out that Eobard Thawne is Reverse Flash. Wally beats the crap out of him, shows him his true origin, his true fate of being Reverse Flash. Reverse Flash, he's like, hell no, this ain't me, that can't be me. Wally boots him back to the future, and that's the official origin of the Reverse Flash right there. Now that we have all this built up, let me tell you why he's the greatest villain of all time. Because his official return in Flash Rebirth, when he emerges from the Speed Force after his death, this is when we get the God tier Reverse Flash. This is also where that meme was birthed. The meme, you know, it was me, Barry. This is where it came up. This is the story where we learn that Reverse Flash actually killed Barry's mother. Something that has not been, provided greater emphasis on since Barry's first appearance in 1956. But now that we have acknowledged this as fans, we can say, yes, Reverse Flash is now truly the greatest villain of all time. He killed this little boy's mother, this innocent boy's mother. Now, because of this, Flash goes haywire and he starts going at Reverse Flash. In this story, he becomes the Black Flash and he tries to attack his own family because he doesn't know who he is. This is because Reverse Flash affects him with the negative Speed Force, a offspring of the Speed Force that Reverse Flash can solely control. He is the manipulator and mastermind of the Speed Force. And because he's been stuck in the Speed Force for so long, for 25 years, he's learned so much about the timeline. He's studied the timeline. He's now a master manipulator of time and space. Time, yeah. So, with this, Eobard Thawne really levels up because Now he has a personal connection to the Flash that we've never seen before. And then when we head into Flashpoint, you can see how important his character is, because although he's not really the villain per se of that story in a storytelling sense, you can see how much of an impact he has on Barry's life, because he drives Barry, he controls Barry. He's been manipulating Barry since the start. Okay, imagine you're able to hold a hero as fast as the Flash, as good as the Flash, as iconic and important as the Flash in the palm of your hands, able to control them, able to really move them around like a puppet, and do any little actions, any little, make some little tweaks to their life. And that's what was revealed here. That's what's revealed in these stories. Flash Rebirth. It was me, Barry. I'm the one that made you trip on those stairs. I'm the one that made that girl that you like, the crush that you like, turn away from you and go to that other boy, the bully. I'm the one that tried to break you and Iris up so that you wouldn't have a good future. I'm the one that killed your mother. I'm the one that sent your father to prison. I'm the one that did everything in your life. I even tried to prevent you from becoming the Flash. I tried to stop you from becoming the Flash. How evil is that? How bad is that? You get me? Imagine a villain doing all that stuff just to get at you. Imagine being so obsessed, so addicted to someone, that you just have to get into their faces 24/7, 365. Alright, he's in Barry's life 24/7. And I think that's what makes a good villain. That you're able to really consume the hero no matter what. Reverse Flash is the living embodiment of ride or die. Either I am the hero or the villain. Like, just like Two-Face said, you either are born a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. That is Reverse Flash in a nutshell. Now, continuing into this, now we have the New 52. He lacks a bit there, mostly because he didn't even appear that much, and he took away the Reverse Flash. Someone else took it, Daniel West. I don't know who he is. I do know who he is. It's just that he's not the Reverse Flash. Just like Reverse Flash said, there is only one Reverse Flash. Okay. New 52 still holds that energy. It still holds that really obsessive, psychotic energy that Eobard Thawne usually has. But not until DC Rebirth when we got the real Reverse Flash back. Because in the story called The Button Aftermath, when you had Reverse Flash return officially into the DC timeline, you had his New 52 version, the Prime Earth version, and the New Earth pre-New 52 version merge into one. Therefore, the Reverse Flash that got all these memories back from all those missing years that Dr. Manhattan took away is back now. So he remembers a lot more than this current version of Barry who doesn't know anything. Imagine you have so much power that you're able to bring up memories that don't exist. Bring up memories that you did not call for. You don't have. You're able to play with someone's mind just like that, as he plays with Barry. In DC Rebirth Aftermath, you see him taking Barry back to the future, trying to show Barry how bad his future is. His kids are evil, the Tornado Twins. They run it rampant around Central City. Barry is growing old, he's growing weak, he's growing slower. Reverse Flash always has to prove that he's better, much more powerful than Flash, and he has to prove how pathetic Barry is. 24/7, 365. This is the grind for Reverse Flash. He is dedicated to making the Flash suffer just like he suffered. And that's truly the greatest thing about Reverse Flash, is because he's not just one of those villains that just wants to do stuff just because he needs to do it, just because he's crazy, just because, he's a psychopath or sociopath, just because he wants to wreck some stuff. No, he has a purpose, he has a meaning, okay? He has a goal that he wants to achieve, After he's done with Reverse Flash, with Barry, he's gonna go to Wally, then he's gonna go to Jay, then he's gonna go to Max, then he's gonna go to Johnny, to Jesse, to Avery, to Little Wally, to everyone. The entire Flash family, he has to make suffer. That's what's truly great about this. Barry is being infected by Reverse Flash, literally by his negative speed force. And in general, Reverse Flash is able to topple over Barry every time, to get at Barry every time, because he just knows Barry. He's truly a villain that studies their hero, studies their goal in the most immense way possible. Now, that has some sacrifices. Time, health, all of that stuff, but it doesn't matter because Reverse Flash doesn't care. The only thing Reverse Flash loved his whole life is the Flash, and when your thing that you love turns back on you, things will happen. Things like your wife dying, okay? Things like, the entire Flash family being consumed by the negative speed force. This is the type of stuff a good villain does. This is why he's crazier than Joker. What's the worst thing Joker has done? What's the worst crime Joker has done? Like, imagine just one day just chilling at your house and you're eating spaghetti, and out of nowhere that spaghetti is just gone. Reverse Flash reveals years and years later, by the way, spaghetti is my favorite food, years and years later, that it was me, Richi. I'm the one that ate your spaghetti. You understand? I'm the one that took it from you just to make you feel sad. Just to make you miss out on that yumptious spaghetti. No, but seriously, that's all I have to say on Reverse Flash. I think that is convincing enough that he's the craziest, most psychotic, most dangerous villain of all time. Not to mention that he's pretty much defeated every Justice League member, from Superman to Wonder Woman. He's the third fastest man alive in DC Comics, and probably the fastest villain of all time. Now, that's all, folks. I thank you so much for watching this video, and hopefully you return for more. There's going to be a series on Reverse Flash that I'm going to be developing, really studying his character. But nonetheless, I would like you to subscribe, like, and share. Comment down below what you think and who your favorite Flash villain is, or if Reverse Flash is your villain, or what you like about Reverse Flash. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you learned something today. I'll catch y'all later. I'm out.